We welcome back all of our viewers to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Packer football as we get back into the action in the first quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Carlson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Those defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 5 catches, 63 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy, and that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 35-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. That's again complete to Palmer. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 12-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Call it a gain of a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Here we go.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Packers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, you got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Jones with a nice game there on first down as he takes us forward and call it a pickup of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And here's Jones again on second down. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Opposite. Green. Hut.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready, go.
Love from the gun. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable here for Davis. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Herbert throwing again. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's 2nd and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Go.
Running on first down, Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Touchdown! Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready?
Love now on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Love going to give this one to Jones. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 116 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready?
Love, they go play action now. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Blue strike. Ready.
Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Let's go.
They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Marvin Jones, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Jalen Waddle, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
Right side to Watson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Finding room at midfield.
He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ready.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And even 150 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ready?
Play action this time with Love.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 29 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense.
And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And some room to work. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game. And ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chargers ready to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to...
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
A little short pass. This is Everett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Eckler. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it with the option right. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
Still 2nd down. Run!
Now an option play on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Herbert now. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Here's Reed returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Love. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's brought down.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Again, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the win. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Joey Bosa in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Eckler, they run left side. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, Charles, you cannot say enough about that play by their special teams. Think about it. That keeps this game at 2 possessions in the second half and really adds pressure to the opposition.
Yeah, it certainly does, especially their offense. It takes a lot of pressure off the offense of the team that's leading. They got a little bit more of a cushion to play with now. How about the thanks each guy was getting as they came off the field after that block? Special teams, certainly special in that situation.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
183 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Switch, yellow. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Love will sneak it.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
As we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. An inside give to Jones. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Ready?
Up the middle, Jones.
And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Again, idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Ready? Ready? Ready.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And coming up is the lockdown man himself, Jair Alexander, who's been stepping up to the challenges all season, now with 8 interceptions. It's the Lions and the Packers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, Charles, it's our annual trip north for Thanksgiving. The Lions have been hosting this game going all the way back to 1934.
If you back it up even further, the NFL's played games on this day going all the way back to 1920. Look, it's a tradition in America. High school, college, NFL, Thanksgiving football. Let's do it.
The first of 3 here on this Thanksgiving Day, set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup at 7, past the 30 to the 32. Those defense for the Packers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So opening drive, 3rd down. They go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. but there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
On 4th down, Goff.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And he is going to have the Lions first down.
No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
Now it's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reynolds. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packers ready to take over offensively. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. Love going to give this one to Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Play fake. Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time you're able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Love. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but still leaving with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Packers at 8-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points.
There he goes left side. Loose inside the 30.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big run there by Jones. 45 yards. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Ready up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go to the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Let's go.
Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down at 10.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Ready?
Love now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Love, they go play action now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Goff now looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have moved out in front. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a second down throw for Love here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough it, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing. Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. They go back to the ground with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Love looking to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Rasul Douglas there to get him down. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we send you down past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Love sliding out of the pocket.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Fielded at the 33. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Value three.
Gone.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Now Goff.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. But the passing game right now for them not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get geared.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go with Jones.
As he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Play action this time with Love rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs.
37 yards.
And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
He's looked really, really sharp. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Still on his feet.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
56 yards. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Typically, we think it's the strongest safeties and better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37th. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Love now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
This pass down the field for Gibbs. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
Ready?
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air
On third down, Love finds his receiver, Watson. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Love will sneak it. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now a first down carry by Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ready?
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Boy, 203 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away.
Here comes Reed. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Packers get set to go.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Ready?
Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On play action. Love to throw. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop 1 pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Hey, kill.
Here's Goff.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw is Goff. This is caught by Williams. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here, and you know for me it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the blade. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
An incomplete pass on this is 3rd and 10. Love, they go play action now. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Ready, break.
2nd and 10.
Red, yellow.
Love now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Love from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. So out now come the Lions.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
25 yards that time.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Super one.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring